everyone, and welcome to another session. The topic for the day is comparing qualities. Today, we will learn about thick and thin objects. Before we start the class, here are the things that you will need: a pencil and some crayons, an eraser, and your maths textbook. Now, when we look around every day, there are many things that we see around us. Some of those things are thick and some are thin. Let me show you. This is a pen. This is also a pen. This is a thick pen. And this is a thin pen. Thick, thin. Thick, thin. This is a book. This is also a book. See? But this is a thin book. See? It has few pages. So this is a thin book. And this is a thick book. See? So many pages it has. So, thick, thin, thick, thin. To understand thick and thin better, now we shall watch a fun video. So come, let's watch this video about thick and thin things.
Hey friends, every day we see many things. Some of these things are thick while some are thin. So we can say that objects can be thick or thin. Let us now look at some examples of thick and thin objects. Look at this red book. It is thick. Now look at this green book. It is thin. Similarly, the chalk is thick, whereas the pencil is thin. Now look at these two candles. The white candle is thick and the pink candle is thin. Wasn't it fun learning about thick and thin objects?
So, now that we know a little bit about thick and thin objects, come, let us look at some more examples in our maths textbook. Over here we have two carrots. This is a thick carrot. This is a thin carrot. Thick, thin. Candles. This is a thick candle. This is a thin candle. Thick, thin. Two paintbrushes. This is a thick paintbrush. This is a thin paintbrush. Thick, thin. Wasn't it fun learning about thick and thin objects? I'm sure it was. Come, let's see how much we remember. In this exercise, we have to tick the thin object. So let's see. There are two pencils. Is this the thin pencil? No. Is this the thin pencil? Yes. So let's tick the thin pencil. Alright. What do we have next? There are two paint brushes. Is this the thick paintbrush or the thin paintbrush? That's right. It's the thin paintbrush. Come, let's take it. And what do we have next? These are two ropes. Is this the thin rope? No. This is the thick rope. Is this the thin rope? Yes. This is the thin rope. So we will have to take it like this. That was fun, wasn't it? Let's do another exercise. What do we have here? We have to trace the thick objects. Come, let's see. Which one is the thick object? What are these? These are two candles. Which is the thick candle? Is this the thick candle? No. Is this the thick candle? Yes. So we have to trace it. Here I have. So let's trace the thick candle like this. See. We have traced the thick candle. In this way, you can complete the rest of the exercise yourself. So let's see what other objects we have. Look, there are two crayons. We have to trace the thick crayon. Is this the thick crayon? No, it's the thin crayon. Is this the thick crayon? Yes, this is the thick crayon. So we have to trace the thick crayon. You can pause your video here and trace the thick crayon yourself. Next, we have two books. We have to trace the thick book. Is this the thick book? No. Is this the thick book? Yes. So we have to trace the thick book. You can trace this book later on when you are practicing thick and thin. In this way, you can use these exercises to practice thick and thin by yourself. With this, we come to the end of this session. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you for another lesson. But until then, bye bye.